the topic is elasticity of demand. Elasticity, the literal meaning of elasticity is stretchability. So elasticity of demand means how stretchable or how changeable demand is for a small change in price. In other words, it means that whether the demand is fixed or nearly fixed. If the demand is nearly fixed, like the demand of milk or the demand of rice, where the demand does not change much for a family or for an individual or for society, then we will say that the demand for rice or the demand for milk is very less elastic because it will not change much. But if the demand is more stretchable, if the demand can change much more, like the demand for AC cars or the demand for AC, the demand for luxury watches, then we will say that the demand is, the elasticity of demand is a bit high because demand can change a lot. Demand is much more changeable. For a small rise in price, demand can fall drastically. That is the meaning of elasticity of demand. The formula for price elasticity of demand, or EP, is percentage change in quantity demanded by percentage change in price. It means that if the price changes, say if 1% price changes, then how much percent demand changes? The more demand changes, the greater will be the elasticity. And the less demand changes, the less or lower will be the elasticity. Now this formula can be rewritten as price elasticity of demand, or EP, is equal to change in demand by initial demand into 100 whole divided by change in price by initial price into 100. For example, there is a question here. The price of fish rose from rupees 200 to rupees 250. As a result, demand fell down from 5,000 units to 4,500 units. Find the price elasticity of fish. Solution. So first we will write the formula that I have written at the top. Now look at the change in demand here. The demand is falling from 5,000 to 4,500. So the change in demand is 500. So you will write in place of this 500 by initial demand. What was the original or initial demand? The demand fell from this to this. So this is the original demand. So you will write by 5,000 and then into 100 whole divided by change in price. Change in price is rupees 50 by initial price. Now the price rose from this to this. So this is the initial or the original price. So by 200 into 100. 100 will get cancelled. 50 by 500 by 5,000 is 1 by 10. By 50 by 200 is 1 by 4. So in the next step, you will write 1 by 10. And instead of by, you will write into 4 by 1. 4 by 10 is 0.4. So the answer should be in decimal point. Therefore, the answer of price elasticity is 0.4. Now, is 0.4 a high or low elasticity? Any elasticity which is less than 1, like in this case, it is 0.4, it is less than 1. This is called low elasticity. And therefore, we will say that the price that fish is, that in this, according to this sum, or according to this situation, the elasticity of fish is less than 1. Therefore, the demand for fish is inelastic. When it is less than 1, we say it is inelastic. All right, please copy this. Okay, now we have the different types of elasticities. For example, we have 5 types of elasticities. Starting with number 1, when elasticity is less than 1, like as we had got in the previous sum. When elasticity is less than 1, like it is less than 1 but more than 0. So elasticity is in decimal, like 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.9, 0.95. Then we say that demand is inelastic, which means that demand is less elastic. So inelastic means less elastic. If elasticity is exactly zero, then we say that demand is perfectly inelastic, which means it is completely inelastic. It has no elasticity. It will not change at all. This will only happen when demand does not change at all, which means that there is no change in demand. So even if the price is increased or even if the price is decreased, the demand does not change at all. So if a society is consuming 1000 units of coffee for rupees 6 and the society continues to consume 1000 units of coffee, if its price becomes rupees 7 or rupees 5, which means that demand does not change at all, then we say that there is perfectly inelastic demand of coffee. And when you calculate the demand, it will come EP equal to 0. In certain cases, you will find that EP is equal to 1. This means that demand is unitary elastic. Now, unitary elastic or unit elastic will happen when the percentage change in demand will be exactly equal to the percentage change in price. So if the price increases by 50% and the demand also decreases by 50%, then you will get EP is equal to 1. Or if the price decreases, price falls down by 20% and demand increases by 20%, so the change is equal, then EP will be equal to 1. Fourth situation, which is more prominent in case of say luxury goods, is when EP will be more than 1. So it will be like 1.5, 1.2, 1.9, or even 2, or even more than 2, like 4.9. This is very high. This is high. This is very high. This is more high. Then we say that demand is elastic or highly elastic. So the moment EP becomes more than 1, we say that demand is elastic or heavily or highly elastic. This mainly happens in case of luxury goods or goods which are not necessary items. Goods which are necessary, normally they fall under this category, as we had discovered in the previous sum, where a fish was a necessary item of consumption. And so in our example, the elasticity had come to 0.4. If you look at the previous sum, our elasticity was 0.4, which means that the price, the demand for fish is inelastic because it is an item of necessity. So even if the price increases, demand does not fall by a lot, by a huge margin. People will not stop consuming fish. So for items like fish or milk or butter or bread or rice, generally this you will find that EP is less than 1, so in a decimal number like 0 point something. Less than 1 but not negative, less than 1 but 0 point something. This will, number 4 will happen in case of non-necessary items, mostly in case of luxury items. And number 5 is when EP will be equal to infinity or undefined, then we say that demand is perfectly elastic. It is perfectly stretchable. So here demand will be like a rubber band which can be pulled till infinity. So if I give you a rubber band and I tell you that this rubber band represents demand, and now you pull the rubber band on both sides, and you find that you can go on pulling it forever. It will never give you any rigidity. It will never prevent you from pulling it, which means you can pull it till infinity. Then we say that demand is perfectly elastic. This is just a hypothetical situation. In real life, you will not get such a demand which can stretch up to infinity. So usually we have number 1 is for necessary items, number 4 is for luxury items. 0 is again a rarity. 0 will happen when there is no change in demand. Number 5 is hypothetical. Number 2 is not exactly hypothetical, but it is very rare. And number 3 can happen coincidentally. Okay, so one more question. The price of an item X falls from rupees 10,000 to rupees 9,000. which means that the price of an item X falls from rupees 10,000, it becomes rupees 9,000. So this is the initial price, and from 10,000 it falls down to 9,000 rupees. As a result, its demand increases from 500 units to 900 units. So when this was the price, this was the demand, price fell down, so demand increased from 500 to 900. You have to find the EP or price elasticity, and number B, you have to find the nature of the product X. Solution. First, let us write down what is initial demand. So initial demand is 500 units. The change in demand is 900 minus 500 or 400 units. Initial price is rupees 10,000 and the change in price is rupees 10,000. Say fall, okay, it has fallen down from 10,000 to 9,000. So the change in price is 1,000 rupees. We will not write minus or plus. We will just write the change in price. Now the formula of EP is change in demand by initial demand into 100 by change in price by initial price into 100. So change in demand is 400 by initial demand is 500 by change in price is 1,000 and initial price is 10,000 into 100. 100 gets cancelled. This becomes 4 by 5 whole divided by this becomes 1 by 10. Write this as 4 by 5 into 10 by 1 and 5 into 2, 10. So 5 2s are 10, 4 2s are 8. So 8 is obviously very high. I had told you that if the elasticity is greater than 1, then we call it high elastic or heavily elastic. And this is very, like far greater than 1. Therefore, we can conclude that X cannot be a necessary product. X must be a luxury-based product with a very high price elasticity because EP is greater than 1. So you can just, I request all of you to just copy this very carefully, the question along with the solution. And that will be it for today's class.